I think that my students' learning has improved because things are clearer to me, what I want the students to learn. So when they're clearer to me, then I'm obviously clearer to the students. Having my enduring understandings and essential questions and things like that, things I use on a daily basis. And a lot of them I actually have embedded so that the kids are saying them, and therefore I know that they're learning them and they're relating them back to what we are studying or the project that we're doing.
The biggest plus I find for the students is that they are automatically analytical thinkers. If you start with these big questions that aren't easily answered by information or comprehension from a text, but go much deeper than that, these analytical questions, they automatically start going deeper into the text and deeper into the subject. So they're not just surface learners anymore, they're diggers and they're investigators.
I mean, that proves that she is a very liar, because this is a true story that happened. She let him in the house to move some boxes from the closet. Then she took him, slammed him in bed, tried to kiss him. See? He didn't rape her. She tried to kiss him.
All right, judges, you have 30 seconds to decide whether or not they are relevant and strong, mostly relevant, fairly relevant, not very relevant, or irrelevant and weak.
Yeah, also said that she was a liar, and in page 183, it says,
well, she was scared of consequences that would be with her father. For example, when she was in trial, or every time she would respond, she looked at her father's reactions, like innocent bad. And she would like stutter with her answers, so it shows that she was scared of what would happen when she got home. We kept her a lot.
Those of you that think Carlene and Christian Yamlet won, let's hear why. Good, Sean, what do you think?
I thought that they came out stronger. Like, they had many quotes, and like most of their quotes actually came from one page. You know?
Helen, why did you pick Jose and Lisa?
Well, like for example, you see Christian's team, yeah, they were more outspoken, but Lisa's team, they got to the point more. And what they did was they actually came back to their argument. They didn't trail off saying, oh, the example is not basic. So that's what I picked.
What I do when I start out a unit is I introduce the essential questions, so the big questions that we'll be answering throughout the unit. And we discuss them, and obviously the students they have some previous knowledge about those questions, but they don't know all the details. And then at the end of the unit, we come back to those questions, and we answer them at the end of the unit. So that's a way for me to assess whether the students have learned what I was hoping they would learn throughout the unit, and it's a way for me to see what I need to come back to at the end of the year to review. So I think letting them know at the beginning of the unit what they will be learning really helps them to see how those individual lessons connect to those big ideas.
I think it's really important for students to know that there's a purpose to everything they do in class, and that it's going to create some sort of product. And I've found that that works with Understanding by Design, because my students know that what we do like we're working on something on Tuesdays that are eventually going to be part of their performance task. So every week there's something that they're learning that they know eventually will be part of their project. And I think, opposed to giving like a big test or a quiz, which I do, but instead of just working on that model, it allows the kids to know that their knowledge is going to be assessed in a way that they're able to create, produce, and usually present their product to the class.
And I've noticed that whenever we do the performance tasks, my kids are always really excited about them, and they're always asking me, is it real? You know, am I really going to create something for a museum? And so that's been really cool, because they get excited about actually creating what I'm asking them to do.
Using Understanding by Design as the umbrella for our school builds community in and of itself. Whenever we go into professional development, we're all using the same language, we're all using the same tools, and immediately I know that even someone that's teaching earth science
has the same type of enduring understandings and essential questions that I have in English. They're just for a different subject. So that really binds us as a community. And I also find that I can give peer-to-peer and teacher-to-teacher tutoring on understanding by design, because we can have performance tasks that sort of go interdisciplinary. So all of a sudden I'm working with the algebra teacher on letter writing for a baseball bat that they're designing. And that came out of us discussing understanding by design and what we want our students to get out of each of their units.
I remember when I first started, we had UbD training in the very beginning. And that has really helped me as an inexperienced teacher to design unit plans and performance tasks and lessons that really do focus on those big ideas. We've had, like I said, UbD training, visits from Eric and Tom, and we have supervisors of instruction and assessment who help us to bring all those ideas into the classroom and really implement them.
The foundation of the UbD model at New Heights really sets the expectations for the school and for anyone new to school, or for the students also.